Seas Fish, back with you today, and this time I'm making a layout with my December Citrus Twist kit, which is very, very beautiful, as you can already see. These are just some bits and bobs that I've pulled out for this specific layout, but it is very much me, as you'll see from all the colours. So I'm showing you there that I'm thinking about doing a layout with my images on the left hand side, and I've just smushed on some emulsion paint, Jade White from Dulux, if you want the exact shade. It's just a really pretty kind of minty green. Some Mr. Huey's going on top there. I'm getting through that. I like the look of the white splatters. It's very fresh and pretty. And I think I go and play with the kittens. I've got new kittens, did I tell you? I think I go and play with them for a bit while that's drying. I'm back. They must have gone to sleep. So I've got this, which looks like a balloon. It's from the Amy Tangerine embellishment pack that came with the kit, but it's not actually a balloon, it's a pear. But I cut it into a balloon shape, and you can see there I've stitched the string. That was some pretty embroidery thread that also came in the kit. So that pear is going up there to become a balloon. And as I get into this layout, I realise that I want it to have the feel of a children's party. I'm not sure why. I think maybe that second picture of Kitty squealing. I don't know. There's just something about those photos that made, and maybe the colours too, and the fun sort of freshness of it all. So it ends up having quite a jubilant, childlike feel. That spotty paper is just delightful. I don't even need to tell you that. Anything vaguely spotty Dalmatian kind of print, I'm there. And why do one staple when you can have two? So I'm sorry this film isn't terribly good quality. I had a bit of a sort of toss-up kind of situation. I could either film it during the daytime, which is when I wanted to do it and when the light was good, or I could wait till my husband came home with his iPhone this evening when I would be tired and kind of the light would be poor, and I just thought let's get on with it on the lower quality camera that I've got. So I hope you don't mind that, and you can get the gist of what I'm doing, can't you? So there's a doily. That's actually a golden doily, I guess because it's in the December kit, but I decided to use the back of that. It's very pretty either way. I just wanted that sort of fresh white, crisp kind of effect. Bit of ruffling, as I like to do. Now these are beautiful when they're down because they're kind of transparent, but they are a real pain to peel off. I mean, maybe it's my fault for cutting my nails off yesterday, but look at how I'm fiddling there. I mean, look how beautiful that is because the paper kind of shows through. It's really lovely. So there's my pear balloon. Bit crazy. And I start having the idea of doing a kind of banner in the top corner there, and then wonder with that balloon there whether there's a bit too much competing. Do you know what I mean? Doesn't sit very well. So that idea does get scrapped. So now I'm just layering up some of these beautiful, these were from a sheet of cut aparts. I'm pretty sure they were from the Shine collection. She says, with a big question mark at the end. I really ought to make a list. And so I'm just rounding off the corners there to give them the look of tabs. And I sometimes do my layering before I stick my cluster down, and sometimes just kind of fake it by adding bits on. If you stick your tape in the middle of your photograph when you stick the original down, it leaves the edges free. I can't remember who I picked that tip up from. It might have been Stephanie Bryan. Then I decide, see, I am learning from my mistakes, that I want to stamp on that little tab. So instead of sticking it down and then stamping and making a mess of it, I do actually think to remove the layout. There. I'm learning. I've made that mistake too many times. Now, excuse my head. My job for this afternoon is to wash my hair, so don't judge me. I'm filthy. I did paint my nails for this video though. Wasn't expecting you to see the dirty hair. Here we go, so that's tucking in there in a tab-like fashion and getting some ruffling. And I'm not sure what Kitty's doing in these photos. She's got her dad's tie around her neck and his glasses on. So your guess is as good as mine. So this I'm dying to use because it's beautiful. And that's absolutely from the Shine collection. And then I have the idea, this is something I do quite a bit because I've very often only got scraps left, though in this case I have got more than scraps, but I do like the look of some sort of layered up little scrapply bits. Scrapply? I'm just inventing words now. And I like to layer them up and then sometimes stitch over them or ruffle them up even more or pop some on foam pads so that there's some dimension. It just gives a little bit of a sort of shot of interest and colour at the edge of the page that I really like. That paper's lovely, isn't it? Beautiful. I'm going to say it's basic grey, but don't hold me to that. I'm probably wrong. Here we go then. And even that scrap with the stars punched out. I just like random things like that. You wouldn't expect. Do you know what I mean? I think it adds something a bit quirky. I like quirky. I think I'm a bit quirky myself. So I think I take that to my sewing machine now and try to avoid the kittens escaping. They're in the room with me at the moment. We've just introduced them to the one room at the moment because they're a little bit nervous. They're only 8 weeks old, or they're 9 weeks now. But they're gorgeous. Have a look on Instagram for pictures of those. There we go. So I've stitched fairly randomly down there. And I want my title to be Shine Bright. I'm just not sure where to put it, and I don't know what I'm indicating there with my fingers. So it obviously meant something at the time. And I kind of like it there, but I don't know. Is it competing with the photos a bit? Maybe. I want my journaling to go on that little card. But I'm struggling a bit to work out where it works. Ooh! Oh, that's right. And then the baby wipes fall off my shelf. Panic. We're okay. Nobody was hurt in the filming of this process video. Here we go. So the journaling is going to go there. So my Shine Bright needs to go over there, doesn't it? Because I think the knack with this sort of layout is keeping it airy. And it's something I do struggle with because I tend to get a bit carried away and keep sticking and then think, should have stopped way back then. Now I fiddle around for quite a while cutting out these Shine Bright stickers because I decide to trim them right up to the edges of the letters. And then I pop one or both of them on foam pads, I think, too. Yeah, I'm fiddling about with how I want them to be layered together. So please bear with me while I snip and trim and fiddle, as we scrapbookers do. So how are you all? I hope you're okay, and I hope you're having lots of fun with your kits this month. Oh, there we are. This isn't an especially Christmas. Well, it's not Christmassy at all, is it? It's a celebratory layout, isn't it? It's a party layout. Well, not quite Christmassy though. But there will be plenty more of those to come, I'm certain. Right, so have I worked out how I want this title? Almost. I'm nearly there. Oh, and then I round off the corner of that S just to be really pernickety. So this is why I don't very often film my layouts, because I think they're probably a bit boring to watch. Such a fuss pot. But it's the fussing that I enjoy. I don't know about you. See, does the shine go on top or behind? These are big decisions, aren't they? Now, I'm lucky tonight. I would normally be heading off to do the school run about now, but Madam has cookery club tonight. She's really enjoying doing cooking club. She's making muffins tonight, which is the name of one of our new kittens, confusingly. But yeah, so I've got a bit of extra time to finish narrating this video. And I like these phrases from Amy Tangerine, but they don't make it. I think there's enough to read. That looks nice there, doesn't it? I think. It's funny how, looking back on this video, the golden areas look a bit black, don't they? Unless they're catching the light. You'll see at the end that they are very shiny and pretty. So we need a double foam pad on the left of that. It's all very technical. It's like Lego, isn't it, really? Building up areas. There we go. So it overlaps both photographs quite nicely. And then I do my journaling, I think. I write a little love letter to Kitty, which is what I normally do. I'm desperate to use that pink jar, but it's not fitting anywhere. And that could work, those arrows, but I don't know. I'm aware that I'm filling up my white space, and I'm determined not to do that with this one. That tag I love. Oh, and that hello there. I pulled it off another layout where it wasn't working in the hopes that I could use it somewhere else, but it doesn't. It can't be saved, sadly. Getting emotional at a sticker. Oh dear, I may have lost the plot. Right, so I'm going to make a hole in that tag end, and there's some very pretty sort of twine that came in the kit, and I don't know what colour it is, because I'm a little bit colourblind. It's either minty green or a limey coloured green. You can tell me if it looks terrible. I'm hoping it's a sort of minty shade. So there's my journaling. And I'm trying to work out whether we need that light on or not. Oop. Maybe we do. Yes. Okay, it's getting darker, you see. And the days are really drawing in, aren't they? I'm not a huge fan of this time of the year, I must admit. Right, so I'm going to stamp. I think that says reason to smile, if I remember rightly. And I've got these little ink, sort of dewdrop ink pads, and they're really cute. I really like them. So I'm just experimenting really by layering them up. And that's going to tuck in there. Oh, with a foam pad on the side too. Going a bit crazy with these foam pads at the moment. But they do give a nice little shadow, don't they? I like things like that, the details like that. And curl up the edges. Now, what do I do next? Oh, now I'm fiddling around with some smaller embellishments. And that little coffee cup, look, how cute is that? It's designed by one of the Citrus Twist team members, Kezia. It's designed by her husband, apparently. It's really, really cute. There were a couple of them in the kit. So I'm just going to put one on there because he looks rather fun. And I'm going to use this branding strip that says Shine on it because I liked the design of it. And I'm going to turn it into a tiny fishtail banner, which is going to go next to Kitty's photograph. I know that's a bit unconventional to use a branding strip like that, but you know me, can't throw anything away. It's going to go on there. And my pages end up getting so tall, sort of high, with all the pads that, well, I don't put them in page protectors anyway, but I think I would struggle. And that heart I've been dying to use, but it hasn't quite made it yet. And that bow's lovely because it gives that pop of yellow, which I've noticed is something dear Lizzie does, or certainly used to do, is do layouts that were kind of pink and jade green and this pop of egg yellow. And I love it, really love that look. And I don't know if I put any more yellow on there. I'm thinking now, looking back at it, that we've got the yellow bow and we've got the yellow stripe on the other side. Could do with another bit. Oh, I know, I put a meh kind of bubble above Kitty's head. I've just remembered there is a third pop. So some little label ends. I've obviously used the other end somewhere else. Going in there. And I do end up putting one of those circles in there, but I'm pretty sure it's a pink one. Oh, see there I'm thinking I need yellow. I need another bit of yellow down there. But that heart doesn't make it. There's too much, isn't there? Too many pretty things. What a lovely problem to have. Yes, that one makes it. Because I'm thinking that we've got the pink of the balloon and the pink of the labels on the left. We need a third pop of that nice hot pink. That label doesn't make it. These are lovely from the Amy Tangerine pack, but again, I struggle to peel them off. And then I think that layering the pink and the green one is a good idea, and it ends up not being a good idea. Well, I don't know. And it's not, well, should use my head really. Pink and green mixed together is not going to be the cleanest colour, and I'm not very keen. So then I start to peel, and I can't do it. So I'm thinking, right, better pretend that I want that there then, for the sake of the film. But I do go back later and peel those up because I don't like it. I just couldn't peel it on camera. So there's that little meh, because she does look a bit meh, doesn't she, in that first photo? Is that how you say it? Should have worn a hat. Stray hairs getting in the way there. The kittens are actually fast asleep at the moment. They've found a shelf underneath our coffee table that they like to curl up on. So it's all very quiet in here at the moment. You would know about it if they were awake. You'd hear them scampering around. Oh, we're done. Here are my close-ups. So thank you guys very much for joining me today. It's been a pleasure, and I will be back again soon. Bye.